welcome to my channel, Just Keep Swimming 1111. Hope you guys are all doing really well. Today, right now, we're going to be doing the water sign read. So this is going to be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. All three of you guys together, just the water elements. It's going to be a general reading for all of you. And if you want to see the extended, I will go into detail with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So that's how it's going to happen. But just so you guys kind of get a heads up. And I'll announce it again a little bit later when people start coming in. But let's go ahead and shuffle. I'll be using the Circle Manchetti Tarot deck, Tarot of Dreams, I think this one is. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's the one. All right. Whoops. Okay. So Spirit, please guide and direct me right now for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Can you please help me to see what's going on with them? All right, what's their current energy? Okay. Nope, I want to do this one. All right. So there's your current energy. Let's also see what's coming up for you. Like, what are you guys going to be running into soon? All right. Okay, what is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio going to run into soon? All right. So bottom of the deck over here, we have 3 of Pentacles. In this deck, it's 3 of Coins. Oh, you're watching, Lizzie, and it's raining? That's awesome. So yeah, this is a work in progress. You're working on something diligently. You're creating something. All right, you might be working with other people to do it, or you might be on your own getting advice from other people. But usually this is a collaboration. It's not just a one-person thing. That's why in this image, he is creating what looks like a church or some kind of a major structure. Obviously, someone made the blueprints. You know, somebody said, hey, this is what I want, the architect, and he's now chiseling pieces of this beautiful structure out of coins, and he's going to put those somewhere. So he's participating in a group effort to create something very big. So I do feel for the water signs, you guys are definitely one of these 3 people. What are you collabing with? Like, who are you collabing with, right? So you're definitely in the creative mode. You're making something happen. What, making dreams come true for you and others? Okay, working on something with someone, growing something with someone. This could even be seen as pregnancy for some people, you know? It's a collaboration, right? Spirit, your partner and yourself, creating another being. All right, so Spirit, please guide and direct me for the water signs and show me what is happening in their life right now. Okay, so you have emotional balance. This is stability, harmony, and fluidity. I like that. Let me see if I can actually just scoot that right there. Okay. So you're having a lot of emotional balance right now. And what's coming up for you is intelligence, education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. So for a lot of you guys, you might be taking a class, going to school, maybe watching videos, educating yourself, listening to psychologists, listening to spiritual advisors. Maybe you're actually going to school, like you're in college, or you're taking a higher education, or you're learning from some special instructor, maybe karate. I don't know, but you're definitely going to be starting some kind of education process right now. Hi, Jessica. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's keep going. We're going to use the Epiphany deck now. We got these on Etsy. Let's see what's happening with the water signs. Current energy, and what's going to be coming up for you in the near future. All right. I'll leave that down. Bottom of the deck is past is in the past. Don't look back. So currently right now, the water signs are working on releasing the past. You're getting rid of it. You're purging. You might be decluttering. Maybe you're getting rid of old habits, old behaviors, old thought processes. Maybe it's old feelings. Maybe you're getting rid of somebody from the past period. You're leaving that relationship behind. But you definitely are moving on. Very kind of Six of Swords. Okay, so that's a good energy. And we're going to pull one more. Let's do a mindfulness card. Okay, these are the mindfulness cards. Spirit, what are they working on spiritually? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. What are the water signs working through emotionally and spiritually right now? Okay. So you guys got optimism. You guys are definitely starting to think and act and speak more optimistic. And this is the energy of, I'm definitely going to manifest. So the Three of Pentacles, emotional balance, finding that stability, harmony, and fluidity is helping you be more optimistic. You are taking charge of your emotions. The back of the card says, optimism is essential, and it's an ingredient to success and happiness. And when things are not going so well, we sometimes get a negative thought pattern. But focusing on negativity can only make things worse. Start each day with an optimistic outlook. Visualize your success and have faith in yourself and your future. Say to yourself, I am optimistic, confident, and proficient. Everything I want to achieve is possible. So there you go, guys. All right, water signs. So you guys are just really upbeat. And you know what? I kind of felt that when I picked the thumbnail of the girl kicking water off the beach. I felt happy. I felt, you know, some kind of a joyful energy. So I'm glad you guys are really in that vibration. That's really nice. All right, let's move into the tarot. What are you guys going through right now? Wow, you guys have death in reverse. You have 10 of coins. That's really good. 10 of coins in the upright. Putting money in the piggy bank. Okay, making that money. Creating something again, which is stable. This is financial freedom. This is owning homes, vehicles, growing old in age, being healthy, mind, body, soul. This is having it all. 10 of Pentacles is almost better than 10 of Cups because you have it all. You've got happiness. You've got family. You've got stability. You've got a happy career, a joyful life. So the water signs are really manifesting that, putting in your optimism. You're not letting your dreams die. You're not letting anyone destroy that. The next one here is the Six of Coins in reverse. At this time, you're challenged because this is getting what you receive. Wait, that did not make sense. I'm sorry, Mercury retrograde. This is not getting what you want to receive. This feels unbalanced. This is the challenge because I feel like you're trying to be optimistic, but you haven't quite got what you want physically in your hands yet. So you are trying so hard to keep believing that dreams are possible even when you don't see results. And this is the big challenge. You're like, I've got to keep working on it, keep growing it. I'm not going to let my vision die. I'm going to keep putting my faith and trust and hope and energy into this manifestation. And I do believe you're going to be very happy in the end. I do see a very positive card here with that 10 of coins. It's almost like, hey, you know what? It's in the bag. It's in the bag. The next one here is healing the heart chakra. So you're doing a lot of emotional work, aren't you? And that's typical. Water signs, emotions. You are the cups. Your emotions are always flowing with the moon. Your emotions, water signs, are always ruled by the moon. Even though Cancer's technically ruled by the moon, all the water signs are affected because the water moves based on the moon's cycles. The tides rise and they fall. So your moods are always changing. Therefore, your feelings, your emotions are always flowing and changing. And it's hard for you to stay focused, especially when you have emotional trauma or emotional, issues. It makes you feel like it's easy to get disrupted in your manifestation. So you're working so hard at some kind of an emotional, painful past or reminder, something like that. You're very optimistic though. And you do have the past is in the past. Let's go ahead and see what you're coming up with in the near future. Oh gosh, you guys are going to get a tower. I don't know what that's all about, but a tower upright is coming in the near future. This is a disaster. This is a wrecking ball. This is something's going to be taken out. I hope it's whatever's been ailing you. Okay. The next one is Five of Wands. This is going to be a challenge. This may even be an argument. And this might explain why you're having emotional issues right now. It could very well be that you're dealing with a Scorpio, because Tower is Scorpio and Death card is Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in your life, or you may be the Scorpio water sign who's watching, that is trying to disrupt your dream. You know how you share your dreams with people, loved ones, and you want to believe in it, but then somebody wants to throw a damper in it, wants to say that's not possible, you know, or just you're dreaming up silly dreams, and then it makes you feel really bad. So I don't know, but this is going to be a challenge, and this may even be competition. However, I have good news. I have really good news. You are going to defeat the enemy. It is not going to take you down, because this Five of Wands is it's challenge and change. And then the Tower, I think the Tower is going to take out the enemy that's trying to cause harm to your manifestation. Now, this enemy may be in your own head, and you're going to defeat that enemy in your own head. It may be those demons trying to tell you not to believe in what you're believing in. You're going to defeat that. It might be a person that you're going to be confronted with physically, and you guys are going to kind of have an argument. An argument you're going to win in the end. It doesn't make it easy, but just letting you know, the good news is I do see a victory, okay? And there will be a change also. The next card coming up in the near future is Two of Coins. This is going to restore balance. Whew. Big breath, guys. You have to kind of have it out with this enemy or this difficulty to have any balance in your life. It needs to happen. And maybe you've been avoiding it. Maybe you've not, you know, wanted to deal with this. And you want to leave it alone, but something has to be confronted. This inner demon, this mental block, this challenge, this person, whoever, it's just got to be dealt with. And it's going to be good, because it is going to restore your faith. It's going to restore balance in your life. It's going to even out your financial situation. It needs to happen. I hope you're okay with that. The next card is Hidden Desires and Hidden Intentions. Probably that's the Tower. You're going to reveal your hidden desires and hidden intentions. Maybe you've been fighting this against your own self, you know? You have these feelings, you have these things coming up, and you didn't want to bring it up, but now it's got to get brought up to the surface, these secrets. We'll go ahead and clarify some of these energies for you, because I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Let's see. Let's go ahead and reveal some things that need to get brought up. Spirit, what needs to get brought up for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? Show me the water sign elements. Vengeful, unlovable. Okay, so a lot of this is deep healing. You know, it may not be a physical enemy, but you may have to bring up something inside yourself that you're upset about. And you don't want to deal with being upset because you feel like that's not optimistic. Going back in the past and dealing with some kind of hurt, I don't want to be reminded with that. I don't even want to go back and feel any of those things. I'm trying to move on, manifest, grow, be happy. But the 3 energy is Empress, which is divine feminine healing. And she is focused at healing the heart center, the heart chakra, which is the emotions. And you did get the card Stability, Harmony, Peace, and Fluidity. You did get the card Emotional Balance. And look, even there's a storm, and then it turns into a rainbow. So there is something ailing you at the heart. The green chakra color is the heart, and then you've got the heart here. You've got balance over here with the 2 of coins, and a lot of this stems from feeling unlovable, thinking badly about yourself, feeling like you're not worthy, feeling like there's something wrong with you. There's not. There's nothing wrong with you, and it's dealing with that. It's not you. The truth is, it is them, and I think you know that. But there's this anger that stirs up inside of you when you think about being hurt, wronged, treated badly, misunderstood, being controlled, whatever. But this is kind of standing up. I'm not saying you have to physically go take out vengeance on someone. I'm just saying this is what you're dealing with. Feeling angry because of what happened, and unfortunately, what you may continue to allow to happen to yourself because of this insecurity. So for the water signs, I do feel like you're dealing with an insecurity. Let's get another layer about what this might mean for you water signs. Oh, Jessica Bonbon, I'm on point. Yay! That's so awesome. Thank you. So let's see what's going on. A little bit more clarity for the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The engagement ring wanted to come out. It didn't. But I feel like for someone out there, a lot of this is you feel like no one wants to commit to you. What's wrong with you? You're asking yourself that. Nothing's wrong with you. Nope. It's just not your time, not your moment. Okay, let's get another card. Spirit, please guide and direct me. Okay. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. You guys are ascending, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is transcending obstacles, learning expansion, having a new phase, and preparing for a union. This is more of a union with yourself. You're going to be completely whole. A lot of you are just, you can't wait for that. To feel sane, to feel validated, to feel happy and joyful and complete. How that must be. Because a lot of you water signs feel torn in pieces. You have a piece of you in the past. You have a piece of you in the future. You have a piece of you right now. You have a piece of you inside someone else. And then you have the little pieces you have left. This is changing. You are ascending, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to a higher level of being a spiritual soul in a human body on this earth. You guys are achieving a union. Your energies are going to be bonded and brought together. Okay? So you're going to feel very whole again, or maybe for the first time ever for some of you. But that's this Tower moment. That's kind of what's coming in. It's extremely positive. Let's get a Buddha wisdom card on this. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What advice does Buddha wisdom cards have to say to us? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. What do we need to know? Do not let pleasure distract you. For in craving pleasure comes sorrow. Interesting. I feel like what came to my mind first was for water signs, you guys kind of find pleasure in speaking emotionally about stuff. It's almost like some people picking a scab. It's like whenever an emotional situation arises, there you are picking at it. Because water signs are very good at discussing emotions, dealing with emotions. That's your forte. And you almost find a pleasure in reliving painful situations at times, or, you know, just being in a state of emotional uproar. It's almost like that's your comfort zone a little bit, dealing with emotional stress. I almost feel like you grew up in a home, quite possibly, that was full of emotional distress. You really didn't know a whole lot else. Some people, not saying it's you, but some people need that. And if life is going too good, too smooth, too quiet, there needs to be some emotional expression. Otherwise they feel, you know, as blank as a white piece of paper. They're blank as a sheet. There's nothing going on. And they need to disrupt something because that's their pleasure. That's, you know, you guys are very good at dealing with that. Don't fall into typical habits. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but some of this could be emotional eating. Some of this could be emotional depression where you just want to sit, cuddle up in a blanket and do nothing. Some of us get into a crying fest. Some of us pick a fight. You know, I don't know pick your poison. I don't know what your poison is, but those are pleasurable poisons. And it's saying to overcome that. Do not let what feels like has been around you for decades or ages, whatever it is, distract you from this new manifestation. You have to fight that. And so I think the water signs are definitely fighting that. Like, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm not going to let that voice in my head tell me I'm not good enough. I'm not going to let that voice in my head say that it's not going to happen or I'm not worthy of that gift. I'm not going to let my own self, my negative self, tell me that's too high of a manifestation for you. Lower your expectations. You know, that's something that you're fighting, okay? It could be just something inside of you, an inner demon, okay, that wants to come out and hurt you. It's almost like, I don't know how to describe this except that's your inner shadow. Your inner shadow, your inner demon comes out to hurt you because you've been hurt, you know, a lot. You don't even realize it. A lot of this is subconscious. A lot of this was from being a tiny little toddler, you know, and hearing and seeing these things. And it just got, you know, embedded in you. And you're not doing this on purpose. You even had no idea you were hurting yourself. But there is this little inner demon that's like trying to cancel out your manifestations and your dreams in some way, shape, or form. Who is this voice? Is it your voice? Is it your father and mother's voice or step-parents' voice? Is it your ex-lover's voice? You know, who is this image? Is it a myriad of them? Is it all of them? That could even be even more difficult, you know? But you're almost trying to punish yourself unknowingly, which is kind of self-sabotage. So that advice from Buddha is don't let that pleasure-seeking inner demon find pleasure in destroying your manifestation. Because you are so positive right now, you're trying to let that go, heal, and move on from this difficult period of your life and go into something great. And we have to destroy the enemy. And sometimes the enemy is within. Now, some of you guys have an actual enemy that, like, you know, is verbally or mentally or emotionally abusive. I also see a win with that. That person's coming down. They're not going to control you and rule you anymore. Spirit might do some intervention there with that. Let's get a nice little card about what you should focus on right now to help you in your optimism. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the water signs. Show them what they could focus on right now to find peace of mind in this healing process. Oh, notice the little things. We have a little ladybug. Okay, oh, the seashell, that one would pop out. Listen closely. So a seashell came out, which is listening closely. There's signs, synchronicities, music, songs, children's laughter, maybe someone's conversation at the table next to you. And then you have the little ladybug. Notice the little things. Notice the quiet voices. Listen carefully. Pay attention to the details. Notice the smallest little things. Why would Spirit tell you to focus on tiny little things like that? Because Spirit's speaking to you and giving you messages through these tiny... So there's a message around you right now maybe an item, an object, a person, a song, something that's going to just hit you and go, wow, that's a message from the Creator. That's a message from my higher self. That's a message from the universe. Okay? So you are ascending, and I love it. Transcending obstacles is so great for me. I'm also hearing one thing, and this might be important. Don't let the little things bother you. Don't. Okay, with water signs, there's a few things that bother you because you're very much an empath. Someone's tone of voice could bother you. You notice that. Someone's facial expression. You know there's something more to that. The way someone breathes, maybe, it's very noticeable for you. Maybe the way someone doesn't care. Maybe the way someone cares a lot. I don't know. But a lot of you guys notice those little things. And if there's something very small that might usually tick you off, this is your trigger for the water signs, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you easily get triggered, some emotional vengefulness, like your inner demon wants to come out and fight because somebody rolls their eyes, or because somebody shrugs, or because someone has a facial expression you don't feel comfortable with, or, you know, whatever this little thing is, it signals the beast in you to just tense up and feel judged, maybe feel attacked. Maybe it brings to life that little voice in your head that's like, see, I told you this was a stupid idea. See, everyone else agrees. Told you, it's all of us against you. You know, it might bring up that little inner demon that's a very hurt inner child that is just angry at being judged, singled out, isolated, maybe scapegoated, or what is the right word? Gaslighted. You may have experienced a lot of that, and you're just like, ugh, and it just upsets you to a place of, you know, discomfort, which is where you don't want to be. You're like, I'm trying to be optimistic. Don't come and ruin my mood with that face, with that shrug, with that comment, with that little bullshit. Like, I was in a really happy mood, and then you come along, maybe disrupting my mood with your 5 of Wands, challenge me, conflict with me, bullshit, you know? And you're just like, ugh, I was fine. I was fine till you showed up, or I was fine till you gave me that face. I was fine till you were judging me, and I know you were. I was fine, and that's the Tower. That's the Tower. The advice today, if you're hearing this message, is don't let the little things bother you. Consider it a challenge to find balance, 2 of Pentacles. If you're getting 6 of Coins in reverse, which is not receiving what you're giving, if you're giving patience, understanding, support, and kindness, and what you're getting back is rudeness, no support, put downs, if you're being given something negative in return for your positive giving, don't be disheartened. Don't feel like the world is against you. Don't let that little vengeful inner demon come out. You are the master of your universe. You are the master of your emotions. When you get angry, you're giving that person power over you. The power to flick a switch and turn you on or off. I don't think you want someone to have that power. This is a call to balance. This right here was the main card for you, right? Emotional balance. How to handle yourself in the storm. You know, people, you never know the quality or character of someone until you put them under pressure. It's easy to be a nice person and be optimistic and positive when everything's going your way. You know, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, my oh my, what a wonderful day, right? It's easy to get along and be peaceful and be in emotional balance. What does your true character tell you when you're under pressure? Under pressure. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun, you know, coming down on me, right? You really need to see how you act under pressure. Because let me tell you something, friends. Diamonds are created under great, immense pressure under the earth. A great weight is against them. The pressure transcends and transforms those minerals into diamonds. Being under pressure is a gift. It means that you're being cultivated. It means you're being shaped, formed. Something's being created, my friends. So when you guys are under a lot of pressure and you may be triggered, because this tower looks like, yeah, that is going to come up in the near future, a tower moment. Breathe. And if you have to just talk to yourself and zone out that vengeful inner demon, because she's going to come up alive, or he, this little vengeful inner demon is going to be like, you know, we're going to go off on these people. We're going to show them what a water sign's really about. You know, because water signs make excellent argumentative fighters, you know, because they know how to get you where it hurts. They know about the emotions. Believe me, that little inner demon's going to be like, let's do this, man. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, you're like ready to fight. This is your past. This is your inner child, like wanting to act out like a little child. And you know what? That's the truth, guys. We all have a wild, vengeful inner demon child that wants to come out and act like a child and show us that we do not have control, or at least balance, over our own emotions. And what do? We blame other people. It's your fault I got mad. If you didn't give me that look, this wouldn't have happened. Blame, 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 right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Blame, blame, blame. If it wasn't for this, if he wouldn't have done that, if she didn't say this, if they didn't act like that, you know, if they would have just done this better, this wouldn't have happened. You're letting that inner demon child come out to play. Do not let that pleasure-seeking, watery baby inner demon come out, because from that little water baby demon's inner child pleasure comes sorrow. And you know it. You know, as soon as you're done fighting, as soon as you go off, or as soon as you feel slighted by someone, and as soon as you have your emotional breakdown, for Pisces, it's running away, crying in your room, closing the door, fuck off world, for like 2 days, maybe even 3. You know? For Scorpio, it's a major volcano. Scorpio is just an implosion, a bomb. A bomb. That is Scorpio. Scorpio is just like, boom. Okay, I let it off. I'm good now. Scorpios can blow up and be fine like 30 minutes after the storm. You know what I mean? They're like, what the fuck? But didn't we just have a volcanic eruption? Yeah, but then it went back down into the volcano and we're good now. You know, that's Scorpio, right? Like, I'm good now. I had my blow up. I'm good. I've released. The pressure's gone. Cancer is the dweller, the crab. Just in a bad mood for like a long time, probably a week. Just grumpy. They feel irritated. They feel their vibration is all fucked and they need to go find a new shell. So with Cancer, they're crabby. They go off and they feel attacked. So they start getting their claws and they defend themselves and they feel slighted and hurt and harmed. And, you know, a lot like Pisces, Cancer just wants to go home and cry and be in their comfort zone. They don't mind being around people that comfort them at home, but you know, Pisces wants to be alone completely. Cancer just wants to be in their home. Whoever's there is fine. They just want to go home. And it takes their emotional body a long time to heal. So a crab has to feel comfortable to come out. How many of you guys have had pet little hermit crabs? And you see them crawling, and then you bug them, and then they go in their shell, and you wait for like, 30 minutes, maybe even more, for them to come out and start crawling on their shell again. And you're like, God, I was waiting forever. I just want to hold you. And the crab's like, I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out. With a Cancer, they can hold a grudge. They can hold a grudge. And they may not be very forgiving. They have a vengefulness. Cancers do have a vengefulness. And it's, if you poke me again, I'm going to fucking bite you. Excuse my French, but, I'm going to snap you, man. I already gave you a fair warning. I had to defend myself. Go to my home, and you're here, I'm just going to give you a fair warning. I'm not over it. And if you poke my shell, I'm going to snap at you. So Cancers are just, eh. But Cancers are very forgiving, because once you talk to a Cancer and let them know, I'm really sorry, Cancer. I hurt you. I love you so much. Do you want to, come over and have a drink? You want to go in the hot tub? You want to go out to eat? I bought you something, Those little gestures make Cancer come out of their shell. They're like, oh, well, okay. Oh, because Cancers are the fastest to forgive. Faster than any water sign. Cancers will forgive you in a Peloponnesian minute, as long as they know that you're sincere. You are sincere, and they're quick to forgive. Now, Pisces energy, even if they say they forgive you, they don't forget. And it's very hard for a Pisces to let that go. Because if you guys get in another fight, they're going to bring up the previous one, and they're just going to say, look, I have a log and a list and a buildup of your bullshit, and I'm tired of dealing with it. And the other person's like, why are you bringing that up? I thought you forgave me like 6 months ago for that. Pisces is like, yeah, I forgave you to have a peaceful home, but I didn't really forgive you in my heart. I forgave you so we could live a peaceful life, but I was still boiling up about it. You see, Pisces is just, they have a very good memory, and it's very difficult for them to let go. That's a lot of their karma, because it's the 12th house. To let go is extremely difficult for the Pisces. And as far as, Marker says chocolates help. Chocolate probably does help the Pisces soothe themselves. They just get so angry. I like to think of them as the beta fish. Not because they're a beta alpha kind of thing. No, not that. I mean the actual beautiful fish that have beautiful tails, and they've got all those colors. They're called beta fish, and they don't do well in groups, and they like to live alone. They don't like people invading their space. They want their space, and that's a lot like a Pisces. They're a beautiful beta fish, but if you put someone else in their water, it's like, you're in my space, man. They need space. So, the more space you give a Pisces, the more time they'll be able to process what they went through, and, hopefully someday actually forgive you. But Pisces will hold on to some dark shit for a long time, and they're very good at keeping secrets, and they're very good at making people not aware of their inner drama. Okay, like I said, when they've been hurt enough, they'll blow up, but they're very good at suppressing a lot of it, and faking you all out, so you don't even really know what is suppressed. And a lot of that is self-sabotage. Okay. The beta male will still attack them. It's just crazy, right? I think it's part of the Pisces karma too to have difficulty with partners or to be single. It feels like Pisces people just tend to have difficulty in partnerships in general. And a lot of them stay single. But I think it's part of that Pisces karma. It's about letting go of things in this world and finding a spiritual path. Okay. Then you want to visit Scorpio. How do they deal with, and I told you they're a volcano. They're a bomb. Scorpios love you very deeply. And they're very protective. Now you have to understand with Scorpio, they're not all water. Okay. Not like Cancer and Pisces. They're not all water. All right. Scorpio, the scorpion, is half water, half fire. Oh man, how many of you know a Scorpio? That just makes sense right now, just saying that, right? I have a Scorpio baby, believe me, I know. Yeah, but half water, half fire, and which is usually the Temperance card, balance. So a lot of Scorpios seem to have a nice patience about them. Scorpios seem so chill, so chill. And I see it. And I've known a few Scorpios, and I'm like, yeah, that about sums it up. They are very balanced 90% of the time. But they take a lot. They take a lot of stuff, you know, and they hold it back, much like the Pisces, suppress, 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 until they're just like Hulk. You know, like, I take all I can take and I can't takes no more, you know, and boom, you know, it's like they have the patience of a saint, literally, like, you know, the Temperance card, okay, they do, they have the patience of a saint, you know, an angel, until they lose their shit, kind of like Jesus. What happened when he went to the temple and they were trading goods for money and different things? He turned over the tables, yelled and screamed at everybody, and was enraged. And he threw over the gold coins, and he was grabbing people's stuff and throwing it to the left and throwing it to the right and cursing at people and just losing his shit. And that was Jesus. He must have had a Scorpio moon. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. We'll never know. He must have had a Scorpio moon, though, for real. But, you know, even the most balanced Scorpio can lose their shit in the worst way. And people are like, oh, my God, I never expected you to, like, turn into the beast or Hulk. I never thought you would do this. And everyone's shocked at the Scorpios. They're just like, God, Scorpio's so nice. I never knew that they had that in them, you know? They can do it. They can do it. But again, and I'm just going to revisit suppression. Water signs tend to be very good at that, but especially a Scorpio as well. I think it's an equal tie between Pisces and Scorpio on emotional suppression. But if you want to tip the scale and say who wins this tie, who's the tiebreaker, when it comes to blowing up or losing your emotions, Pisces will release tears, feelings, words, memories. Pisces will release it. Scorpio, even in their explosion, is a man or a woman of very little words. And even though they express physically, they do not express verbally, and they really don't let a lot of tears come out. So their expression tends to be Mars. And as you know, Mars rules Scorpio. And so when a Scorpio loses it, it's more physical. It's punching the wall, it's throwing things, it's turning tables up, it's speeding down the highway in a car, it's maybe going shooting or exercising, you know, just something physical because they're ruled by Mars. That's their expression. So it still is much more repressed because a lot of those tears and emotional words are not coming out, but they're feeling, oh great, I'm sorry, my dog. Sumo? No. No. Hang on, guys. He unplugged my extension cord, walking in with his big butt. Okay. He's like, I was just trying to visit with you, Mom. Sumo. Go lay down. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I guess they tip the scale. Out of all the signs that, you know, can emotionally repress, it definitely would be Scorpio. that would tip the scale in a more Mars-like situation. And we do have a lot of Scorpio here, so I don't know about this reading. But I feel like work feels like it's never ending for the water signs. Do you guys feel pressure like that? Do you feel like you're work, putting those coins into the jar, and you're really not feeling fulfilled? You're really not feeling like everything you put in, all your time, energy, effort, hours, focus, like all your dedication, that even with all your dedication, you still end up short. I think that's kind of how you feel. And it could be a financial thing, or it could just be a spiritual metaphor. But, you know, you constantly feel like you're coming up short. And after all these years, all this time, energy, effort, and focus, what's changed? And you kind of feel like nothing's changed. So there's a frustration here for sure. And that's really coming up in this reading. Doll, which sign are we on? We're not doing individuals. I'm doing a water sign collaboration. So it's Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But I was describing and talking about individual signs a minute ago on how they deal with emotional stress. So we did talk about that a little bit. So I hope you caught that. I did hope you got that. If you missed some of this energy, please rewind it and see. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see what else is happening with you guys. Let's pull, yeah, we'll do the, Wisdom House of the Night. That's a good one. Let's get an oracle here for the water signs. What's been going on with you guys? Tell me a little bit more about this situation for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Oh, doll, you missed a lot. Please rewind and watch. It's such a good reading so far. We are 47 minutes in. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Spirit, what do we need to know? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh. Okay. You guys got listening. Wow, you got listen earlier. You got intelligence, which is books and gathering knowledge and wisdom. And then over here earlier, you got listen. And for doll, and for those of you that missed that image, it was notice the little things, and we got the seashell, which is listen. Listen closely. Notice these little things. Notice these little triggers and defeat them. It's time to defeat those little things. So, yeah, let's read this. Bottom of the deck, it's kind of complicated, you know? I feel like your situation is a myriad of all different kinds of things. Family, work, inner child, spiritual journey stuff. Like, it's just a combination, right, of a lot of stuff going on with you. And it confuses you, to be honest. It's like, oh, I've got a headache just thinking about it. Let's read. So 23, listening. And the little words next to her say, darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. Ooh, I like that saying. Do you guys like that saying? Darkness does not always equate to evil, and light does not always mean that something is good. It doesn't always bring good. So again, we're talking about balance, emotional balance. It's okay to have a little temper. It's okay to have emotions. Don't beat yourself up because you have them. Balance is good. Trying to be non-emotional is bad. And I think that's what they mean by light is not always bringing good. People that try to project, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, without feeling overwhelmed is not good. And they're trying to be light and optimistic and, hey, look at me. I don't have emotional distress in the world. I'm doing awesome. And we all know that's not true because we know when the volcano happens, we're going to see it erupt. And we also know that being a Debbie Downer and whiny and overly emotional and super triggered and walking on eggshells, you know, is not good. You know, that's dark. But together, balancing your feelings could be better. I don't know. That's just what I get from it. So anyways, this card says, drawing this symbol indicates that you are meant to listen to what others are saying with their gestures rather than their words. Aw, and that's like the little ladybug we got earlier, remember? Notice the little ladybug, and it says, notice what people are saying without their words. Like, how are they feeling? And you guys are very good at that. You're empaths. And it says here, in my house of night, there will be a beautiful girl with skin the color of dark honey who has the gift of poetry. She is able to weave tales with great detail and expression, yet without being obvious or straightforward. Reading between the lines and finding true meaning are what is required right now. Listen and learn. What others don't say is what's important at this moment. Ooh, so you guys are being asked to look at the people around you or just yourself in general and look at what's underneath your words and underneath your lover's words and behind your children's words and see the truth. To the person that says, I'm fine, I'm doing everything fine, I've got this, maybe offer a helping hand. And if they say, oh no, I don't need help, say, you know what? I really need the help. I could really use some time away and to get my mind off something. You know, if I could just come over for a little while and, you know, help you organize your books or, you know, help you clean out your garage, it'd really be therapeutic for me. Sometimes that's a nice way to read between the lines and know that someone who always says they're fine, they're fine, they're fine is really not, because you have to read between the lines. Their facial expression, what they're wearing, is their hair done? Is their house a mess? Do they feel overwhelmed? Pick up on those intuitive energies, because a lot of people want to be so independent they never want to say what's really going on, and they never want to accept help because they don't think anyone knows how to help. And also practice patience. Don't be so easily triggered. Sometimes people want to talk to us, but they don't want advice as far as an answer to everything. You know? Like, look, I want to talk to you, but I don't want you to fix my problems. I don't need you to tell me how to fix it. I'm not coming to you for a solution. I'm coming to you to just be with someone that can help me heal my energy, and I want to be with someone that can feel what I'm feeling for a little while and just sympathize and just hold my hand or rub my shoulders or share a drink with me or share a tear, you know, and then laugh about it. I don't need you to fix it. I just need to know that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Sometimes that's the best cure and remedy that fixes problems, is for people to feel like they have a partner or someone in this world that's with them. They're not isolated and alone. Sumo. Settle. So anyways, this is practice your patience. Love yourself. You are worthy. You are lovable. Do not let these little inner beasts, these little inner demons come to destroy your happiness, your optimism, your dreams, and your manifestation. What does Spirit say about a dream that's opening up for you? Spirit knows that there's a door opening, that you're learning and you're growing, and something good is going to happen. You will achieve balance. So Spirit, can you tell me what door is opening up for the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? Well, you got two of them. You got distant dream. So you are dreaming. The distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare dream it. So must it be. Ooh, so must it be. Dream your dream. Dream big dreams, and so it must be. Because you're creating your universe. So this is dream those dreams. Even if it feels like a distant dream, it's not. Dream your dream. Okay, this is like, don't let your inner demon or other people defeat your manifestation. The next one is passages. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Ooh, you're walking through passages of your transformation. I love it. So guys, a lot of you may not have had a full transformation yet, but you're on your way. You're very close. Let's get a card about how do you feel about your current lover. So water signs, how do you feel about your current love situation or your current partner if you have one? And then I'll get one for singles. But for the water signs that are in a relationship, how do you feel about your partner? Let's do a masculine and a feminine. Masculine, how do you feel? Okay. Feminine, how do you feel about your partner? Okay. Bottom of the deck, for those of you in a love connection, I'm figuring out my feelings. All right? You're figuring them out. You're not even really sure. You're searching your feelings together right now about how you really feel about each other. Have you guys been together for a while? Is there a lot going on between you guys? Let's see how the masculine feels. Ah, the masculine says, I love you. Plain and simple. I love you. You know? The masculine's just like, look, I love you. I'm glad we're in a connection. I'm glad we're in a relationship. I love you, and I'll always love you. You know, they just really do love you, and this is more of a commitment. So the masculine water sign says, I'm committed to you, and I love you. I love your ups, I love your downs, I love your dark parts, I love your light parts. I love your joy, and I love your sorrow, and I love this life with you. It may not be easy all the time, but I love it with you, and I wouldn't want to go through this life with someone else. Okay? So just because we go through some hard times, please don't think that I would want something different. I don't. I know we're going to get through those hard times. So the masculine's very dedicated. All right, so let's see what the feminine feels. I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. The feminine feels a little bit distant. The feminine in the relationship feels like they're not so much wanting to be in the relationship. They're happy to be in it, but they're working on their spiritual journey. They want to do more spiritually than be connected. They're kind of distancing themselves. They're seeing spiritual synchronicities, maybe numbers, maybe visions, messages. They're communicating with the other side. So the divine feminine is a little bit distant right now because they're working on a spiritual decoding. They're trying to decode, what is spirit trying to tell me? What am I trying to learn? And so you are expanding that education, knowledge, perception. And you are listening to the universe. You're probably listening to this message right now. And that's why you're a little bit different than your masculine partner. So you're kind of figuring out your feelings, all right, on how you feel about stuff in general. How do you feel about your walk in this life? How do you feel about spirituality? How do you feel about relationships? You know, you're just gathering information and listening to the universe. Okay, so what about the singles? How are the singles feeling right now? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio singles, please. How are they feeling right now? We have, I know you are the one. I want to communicate with you, but it's not time yet. I'm seeing my toxic patterns. Okay. I can't stop thinking about you. So for the singles, you kind of have your eye out on someone. There's definitely someone out there in the ethers or on earth, but there's someone out there for you. And you're like, I know who you are. Or maybe I don't know who you are, but I know there's someone for me. And I want to start calling you in, soulmate. I want to start calling you in, but I'm not quite ready yet to call you in. I'm seeing some toxic patterns within myself, that vengeful little inner demon child. And I have some battles to conquer. Okay? I have some things I need to conquer in my own world right now. Be it work, be it emotions, be it to-dos, whatever. But you're just like, I really, truly am not ready yet, but I will. And I know there's that perfect person for me. And when I'm ready, I'll call you in. So for the singles, it's just like, I really do want that connection, but I know it's better to just wait. All right. So let's go ahead and get a romance angel for the water signs. What advice, Spirit, do you have for the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio for love? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. So for a lot of you water signs, you may be on vacation, you may be on holiday. Enjoy it. This is how do you say, like, this is easy breezy. Enjoy the good times, because they're not always good. So focus on the good, enjoy the good times. Try to have fun together, okay? Have some romantic time set apart for you and your partner. For those of you that are single and you don't have a partner right now, it's worth waiting for, okay? Divine timing is at work in your love life. So do not be disheartened, okay? You will have that perfect someone at the right time. So the advice for the singles that are, here watching, enjoy the holiday and the bliss by yourself, because you won't always have this peace and quiet. You won't always have this privacy. You won't always get to have all of the goodies that you have right now on your spiritual walk, the freedom that you have. So enjoy this single moment. Enjoy it. Love your singleness. Embrace it. Enjoy every moment. And remember, the more you love yourself, the more you call in a true love. And remember, divine timing is always at work. So, that's kind of a message for the singles there about romance. But anyways, this has been a really great message. It looks like we're a little over an hour here for the water signs. You are manifesting something big. 10 of Pentacles. Yes, you have a battle coming up. 5 of Wands, Tower, 2 of Pentacles. My goodness, there's definitely a battle coming up that's going to be difficult to balance your manifestation and optimism with the Tower in the near future. Death hasn't happened yet. The transformation really hasn't happened yet. However, you're at the cusp. You're almost there. You're almost to this big transformation. This is being created. This manifestation requires a push. We talked about the diamond under pressure. Something is being cultivated. You are under pressure right now. This moment is coming. Something's going to be happening within about 30 days with this Ace of Cups energy, the emotional balance. So, if you want to continue this reading and you want to know details and you want to know what does this Tower consist of, we're going to pull some tarot cards. We're going to see what this clarify the Tower and see what could this Tower really pinpoint to. What could it really be about? We had some ideas. We're going to kind of get some more clarification. We're also going to see the ending result, how you restore balance, what that looks like. We're going to get some oracles and tarot. We're going to talk about your manifestation. Spirit's going to give you some advice on how to make that happen. We're going to get some oracles on that one, probably from the Queen of the Moon Oracle and Moonology, to tell you a little bit more about the timing and what to expect with this manifestation. And I'm also going to go into detail for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio individually per sign. And I'm going to give you guys some cards individually about what you can expect in the near future about the Tower, your emotions, the spiritual battle, and love and career. Okay, so you guys are going to get to see per sign what that looks like for Cancer, what it looks like for Pisces, and what it looks like for Scorpio, because each of you are different. So if you want to see more about this in the extended and you want to get some more information about this reading and it really resonated with you, I please humbly ask you to subscribe to my channel and on my website, jks1111.com. Please go there, and you can go to the menu bar on the top left, scroll down. There's an area that says memberships, okay? And it is a monthly membership. It's not a one-time thing, it's a monthly thing. And it's $33.33 a month, and you get to see the extended version of this reading and the readings I've done from all time. So I have readings from 2 years ago still on there, extended readings, bonus readings. Those are all available on there. It's just a private vault of JKS videos. So if you want to see more of those, if you like my readings, if they mean something to you, if they help you in any way, I encourage you to be a member. And it also supports this channel. Your donation is very welcomed, and that is something that you receive for being a participant in donating on this message and future messages. So it's a blessing to you, it's a blessing to me, it's a blessing to my family, and it's a blessing to everyone that comes through and watches. Think of it as an act of support for you, for me, and for everyone here watching. It's an act of love. So I really encourage you guys. It used to be $99 a month, and I did have several subscribers on there. But I knew that not everyone could afford it. It was a little bit difficult, so I lowered it significantly. So it would be accessible to so many people, even on a very humble monthly, basis that make very humble means. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the $3. I appreciate that. Oh, Jessie Bonbon, I appreciate that so much, the little pair. So anyways, yeah, I would really appreciate you to go over there. It's just a beautiful act of love. I hope you guys can do that. You're definitely going to get something out of it. We already have, I think, fire and air sign extendeds up for October. Now you're going to have the water sign up for October, and probably tomorrow we'll finish and do earth. And that will be up for October tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to see those extendeds, go over there. This is probably going to be a really good one. I mean, I already spent a good hour just on the general for the collective. I can only imagine how it's going to go in depth for each sign. It's going to be pretty good. But we're going to get some more out of this reading. It's not over. More decks are going to come out. More time and love is going to be spent on this message. Please join me over there, guys. And if you guys are interested in my Trick or Treat special, I have an urgent message available on there for you. It's an urgent reading, a candle reading, and a 100 club membership. That's like a saving of almost $200. So that is available, 3-for-1 Trick or Treat. It's probably going to disappear towards the end of the month because I won't be doing candle readings to the very end. So I will probably discontinue that in a few days. So if you want to grab that for yourself, that's multiple readings, multiple mini readings, plus the urgent. I mean, that's just a great deal. If you want to save yourself some money and get some readings from me for an extended amount of time, I definitely recommend you go ahead and do that as soon as possible. Don't miss out. Thank you all for watching. Remember, like I always say, this love, this life, this reading, it's all part of the journey, okay? It's not a destination, so just keep swimming. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I miss you until then. I know I will. I love you. Bye-bye, guys.